военно-политического блока, когда практически постоянно агрессивные решения, агрессивные заявления.
Я согласен с теми, кто считает, что каждая страна имеет право выбирать сама
Good evening. A military political bloc, when aggressive decisions and aggressive statements are almost always made. I agree with those who believe that every country has the right to choose its own security system. This applies to all countries, including Ukraine. But it also means that the security of one country cannot be ensured at the expense of the security of another country, in this case the Russian Federation. Be legitimate and take full part in settlement processes. We have always objected to Ukraine becoming a member of this North Atlantic bloc, but we have never questioned its right to engage in its economic activities as it wants. This also applies to EU membership. We believe that any country should have these guarantees and a security system, including Ukraine. But this has nothing to do with any exchanges, let alone exchanges of territories. Frankly speaking, and I want to emphasize this, we are fighting not so much for territory as for human rights and for the rights of people who live in these territories. Speak your own language, live within your own culture and within the traditions passed down from previous generations, from their fathers, grandfathers, and so on. His powers as Supreme Commander-in-Chief, what is necessary. I would also like to recall the first articles of the United Nations Charter, which directly state the right of nations to self-determination. But we do not link one territory to another as a guarantee of security. Of course, we can say that these are similar topics, but we are not directly related to this. And so the question was not raised during the discussion in Anchorage. This is a road to nowhere. If you just have a careful meeting with the current head of administration, so to speak, it is possible, and I have never given up, if this meeting is well prepared and leads to some positive possible results, or in the philosophy of competition. By the way, Donald asked me to hold such a meeting if possible. I said yes, it's possible. Well, after all, if Zelenskyy is ready, let him come to Moscow. Such a meeting will take place. The wound stopped allowing the President of the Constitutional Court to enter his workplace.